Wolfgang, where you at, man?
What up? Can y'all hear me? I'm sorry. I'm running late. I'm looking for I was looking for my content. I'm sitting there like, oh, I was sitting here looking for my content essentially. People in the building, what's up? I'm sorry. I was running behind. What's up, Martha? What's up, uh Nick's, Jay, Martha, Auntie Leah. I'm sitting there running through all this. Like, I have so much footage. I had to go all the way back to 2018, and I'm just going through footage, and I was just like, oh, y'all wouldn't believe what I have here. I have footage of Remy and Pap. Like, I'm sitting there right there, because in fact, I should show it. Maybe I'll do it one day. But it was like Remy and Pap. It was Lecrae. It was it's all these people that are like in the sphere now. That's like, I think I gotta just pull it up. I think I gotta pull it up. Hold on, y'all. Y'all give me a minute. I literally was just like, I mean, if y'all want to see that as a preview, because I'm still waiting for my other content to download. But yeah, if y'all want to see it, let me know, because it's hilarious. Because I'm like, it's all these people that are like in the news now. Lecrae, all kind of people. Yeah, no, I got the images from the I have the riot stuff popping. That's gonna pop. Hold on, y'all.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I had crazy.
so unprofessional.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm so unprofessional. I'm leaving y'all hanging. What's up, Kenzen? I see people are falling in to the building. I am so unprofessional right now. I apologize. Y'all know technology be tripping. What's up, y'all? How's everybody? I hope everybody is doing great. I that's all I really hope everyone's doing great. Um Appreciate Jack for being in the building, sharing the live stream, y'all. Should I make myself bigger? All right, there we go. What's up? Yeah, I appreciate everybody, y'all. What's up? Yes, sir. I'll put the link in too if y'all wanna jump on. Anybody that wants to jump on, y'all can get. So you stream. I'm sorry, StreamYards and changed up. They done changed up so much stuff. I can't even. They done switched up on us. I'm looking for stuff. I can't find it. What part of the game? Is this it? Okay, here it is. All right. All right. Links in the chat, right? If y'all want to jump on, you can. I'm about to go get this content for y'all real quick, and I'm gonna see if it'll work. Let me just see if it'll work. All right. Give me 1 second.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I had crazy visions. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right. I had crazy visions, son. Hey, I'm sorry. I come from a background customer service, so I try to serve y'all. Okay. Okay, glad you're here, Bethany. Appreciate you, y'all. Bethany says she got an email but no notification. Appreciate everybody here. Oh, Nick's hit the stage. What's up, Nick?
Hello, what's going on? That's not a riot. I'm here for the soundbite.
You say what?
I said, that's not a riot. I'm here for the Aussie soundbite.
Yeah, exactly. I did that because of the Crocodile Dundee. That's not a riot. This is a riot.
That's not a riot.
Yeah. Appreciate you being here. Give me 1 second. Let me grab this real brief, and then we'll get started. Because I was sitting here running behind and trying to take care, do a whole bunch in this format that I have the actual riot. Okay, I'm trying to see if it's even gonna play. Because I have terabytes. I have like I don't know how many terabytes of content that I'm just running through to be like, oh wait, it's here. So I apologize. I was running a little behind, but it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good, y'all. Check this out. Let me see if this works here. Okay, so before we get started, how's everything going with you, Nick?
Everything's good. It's what is it? It's 8:42 a.m. on the east coast of Australia. The sun's up. I'm
Okay.
up. That's it. We're here.
Okay, Grant, like you said, so there's a grand rising for you.
Sure is.
Indeed.
Mhm.
8 a.m. So you guys are in the future. You guys are in the
What is
future
it?
for us.
Yep, 17th. It's Thursday morning.
Okay, nice. Okay, where did Jesus Christ? Where did this
You know
thing
what?
go?
You know what? I think we need to have a little StreamYard session, like offline. I reckon one day.
Yeah, we can. We
We'll
most
do a little
most definitely can.
We'll do a little StreamYard workshop because it does change. They do move things around. They have
Yeah.
updated some stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me see. Okay, I'm trying to see if that's messed up. That is so messed up. I have to convert. I knew it. So give me 1 second. This thing, I mean, y'all, like I said, this technology is a beast, right? Let me see if I could present something else. If it says share screen, entire screen. Okay, I think I'm gonna figure this out because
Be careful with the entire screen.
Oh yeah, I know. I think I figured it out though. Okay, so why is this thing not giving me what it wants?
The struggle is real, people. The struggle is real.
No, it sure is. We getting it together. No, trust me, everybody is gonna be worth it. Dang, I don't know why this thing didn't do what it did, but no worries. Let me see if it'll give it to me this way. Like this. See, present, and I know you said don't. If it'll do this. Yeah, no, maybe there it is. Okay, boom. Can y'all see that?
Coming. Here we go. Yep.
Okay. So we'll start like this. You see how old school this is?
Wow, MPG.
VHS.
Wow.
And MPG.
Wow, this is old.
Look. Y'all check that in the beginning. That was funny. Look. Did y'all hear that? All right. Before I get started with this, because I got to give everybody context. Do y'all hear what's going on in the background, or y'all just see it?
I can't hear it.
Okay. All right. Well, don't matter. This right here is on the corner of Slauson and Angela's Vista, obviously. The 7-Eleven is still there, but they burned that thing down. They burned it to the ground. And right across the street is where Issa Rae has her Somerville restaurant.
Okay.
But before we get into this, I don't want to give too much of this away because I know there's a bunch of weirdos. Well, this is already protected, but they'll try to take and do what they need to do and maybe try to repurpose. And it's not. I don't want that to be. Is this the Crenshaw and Slauson Shell Station? I think it is. But all this happened immediately after the riots, like maybe a day or two after. So you still see the aftermath, people running into the stores and things is burned out. Things are right. You see, no sodas, no nothing. Everything. Yeah, I think this is the one on Crenshaw and Slauson. I used to live. Yep, this is the one because that's the Arco across the street. So, yeah, this is a right. Yep, you see the police is out there on. This is on Slauson and on Western. I'm sorry. Oh, there's a lot. They spray painted the hell out of the city too. Where was this? Oh, bam! This is right over. This Slauson and Crenshaw. I used to be that used to be a Ralph's. And you see it says RSC. Yeah. Yeah. Well, there's a Boys Market. My bad, Boys Market, and then that was a Thrifties. Yeah, that shopping center is still there, but of course it's been rebuilt. Mm-hmm. And in fact, I got footage of it right now today. I went and grabbed footage of it a couple weeks back. But it's look, this happened. All this is right after the riots, y'all. This is gold. This is gold. Let me pause it there though, right? Because I just wanted to make sure everybody can see it. Where are we at in the comments? I'm sorry, y'all. I've been I'm
not looking either. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. No. Yeah. Let me see. Yeah. Everybody's looking. Okay. Yeah. So that's why the name of this one is, that's not a riot. This is a riot. The riots that y'all saw on the news. In fact, how about I just pull up? And the cold part about it is I can't even pull up. Oh wait, I can. Hold on.
You can do anything on here. Come on.
Yeah, no, I can make it happen. I'm like sitting here stressing myself out because I'm so used to producing on the fly, so it's no big deal. But I don't like people waiting. I didn't want to have everyone waiting. So again, I apologize, So this is actually from my channel. Let me see. Let me pull this up real quick and see if it'll come up. The riots that they called riots. What was the good one? Where was the really good one? Hold on one second. There was a really good one where. Yeah. Hold on one second. Where was that one? No, that's not it. Apologies again, y'all. Okay, here it is, right here. Look. So, live from Los Angeles. I mean, this was the protest recently. I was there. This is my footage. And this is how it was then. Hold on. The really good stuff was like here, like at the beginning. I mean, protests, pretty peaceful, pretty tame. What wasn't a whole lot going on. People were like, this stuff was staged. They had some of these people, they were workers. They had positions. They in general labor on Craigslist in LA that said, if you're a bad guy, you're this and that. They were like encouraging people to get out and actually turn up.
Right.
As opposed to what was going on here. Hold on, let me pull this up. As opposed to, oh man. I'm going to just skim through it like this. Y'all can see this, right?
Yep.
As opposed to this here. This here was crazy. And you still had fire truck. Yeah, Slauson and Western. Y'all see how that was a building still on fire. They back then. Right. And this was because of Rodney King. Rodney King, he didn't get unalived. He just got his ass beat. And not to say that he just got his ass beat. He got whooped on. He got beat. Really, really bad. And they gave the city a $1 billion, it's the equivalent of $1 billion bill right now. It's about $1 billion of damage. But this is actually going to be a part of a documentary that I'm working on because, to be honest, it's a lot of funny stuff that happened during the riots. Because I remember, you know, I'm going to be there. See, they got Justice for King. This is immediately after the riots. It was funny how things burned. People don't know the burn, meaning all the fires. It started on Hollywood Boulevard. Now these are the National Guards walking down Western. You know, this is actually the National Guard in LA walking down Western on 43rd and Western. You see the classic cars. You got the classic cars or whatever. But the burn actually started in Hollywood, like off Western and Hollywood. The way everything started burning, it seemed like someone was driving, torching, just started driving down Western and torching the place.
But was it random? Are you saying it wasn't random or it was random?
I don't know if it was random. I just think someone said a pyromaniac just said, let's get busy, and this is an opportune time. So like I'm gonna really break it down of what was going on back then. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I just like there was still a smoldering little fire that I wanted to show. It's a lot of interesting stuff that I have in this thing here. Yeah, we're still along Western. This is during the cleanup. They started cleaning up.
They're cleaning up while it's still smoldering. Wow.
Yeah. It was still. Cool. It was. This was a few days. This is near Western. All this is. Yeah, they were moving along Western. But you guys could see that the riots that happened before were not. And this is Rodney King, y'all. Rest in peace to Rodney King. If y'all can't hear, he like if you listen to what he's talking about, it's kind of like, man.
Can you hear what he's saying?
You say what?
Can you hear what he's saying?
Oh yeah, I can hear it, but I guess because of the way I have it shared, you can't hear it. But like I said, I'm gonna do a project just totally dedicated, a series totally dedicated to the '92 riots and what was going on because he got beat really bad, Martha. They hit him. Yeah, they tore him up. I'm gonna get back to this riot stuff because it's kind of sad, but I kind of wanted to just show the juxtaposition from what was going on as of recent. They call it the LA ICE riots compared to what was going on in '92. Yeah, almost 30 years back. But in the meantime, let's get into some let me see. Where could I start? Let me get into some some more fun content. I'll just say it like that because LA, everybody know LA is known for a few things, and you got all the celebrity stuff that was going on in LA. What was it? Is this it? Okay. Let me see, because I'm actually is it this one here? So it won't even allow me to play it like this either. Give me 1 second. This thing is gangbanging on me. I still work in media, and I still have a whole bunch of just footage that I want. I'll share with everyone sooner than later. I'll just say it like that. But I just found it funny because I was looking through all this footage, and this is footage because of this is content. Oh, this thing is just slow. I gotta find the actual one because it was just like I was bugging out when I saw it because it was like I said, of Remy Ma, it was of Papoose. It's all these damn celebrities that are Oh God, this guy. It's all these damn celebrities that are like, you see their faces. Oh, and Jag's gonna love this one. Let me just hold on, y'all. Hold on.
Give us a look, man. What are you doing?
Give me
You're
one.
having,
Jag's gonna love this one.
you're having all the fun back there.
You say what?
I said you're having all the fun back there. Show us.
It's because I didn't lay everything out like I wanted to. Let me just present this real quick. Just bear with me. So the way I was saying is, LA is known for a few things, and I guess I gotta, so what is it, stop screen? Okay. And what is also known for is the celebrity, the stuff that goes on with celebrity. That was Rotomi. That wasn't Brashear Gray. I think I got something with Brashear Gray. Hold on. Okay, that doesn't matter. Hold on. Who's the one that I really wanted to show? But I wanted to show, like, again, juxtaposition. We got celebrity, and you got real life. You got the celebrity life, and you got the real life. You got people who are, struggling just to make ends meet, type of situation, versus what they show us on TV, like people that get, what's the word I'm looking for? These people that are pretty much put on a pedestal. So, for instance, I thought I had, see. I'm sorry, I'm over here pump faking, right? I think they were still. So I had to go around and grab footage for all these different celebrities and all these different brands, because they were like at the BET Awards, and they were looking to be like brand ambassadors for certain products. So that was my job. I had to work just getting content. I'll set it up another day, because it was so funny just seeing all these people. And what I was saying is, these were people that are, you see them all plastered over the TV screen now. They were pretty much relatively nobodies. I ain't gonna say they were nobodies, because they were actually, they were celebrities, but they weren't as prominent. You didn't really see them as much back then. Okay, here we go. Here's the king and queen. And of course, I'm being funny when I say king and queen.
Sorry.
This is what I wanted to show Jag, because now all of a sudden you see this couple. Well, no, you don't see this couple. You see them, but you don't see them like in this light anymore. Where we at, Remy? Okay, so these people were, you see that they were going around and they were getting brand deals and things like that. Back then. Now, okay, that was 2018. You fast forward, we have a situation where, okay, here's the real life. We got, people protesting. We got police busting, where was it? Oh yeah, this was the one right here, where there was the LAPD. They were getting bust on. And so LA has a different, like, you got people, you got the haves, you got the have-nots. You got a bunch of people who can afford to be here, barely afford to live here. Then you have a bunch of people who come here and play. That's kind of what I guess that's the reason why I was pulling up all of the content and stuff like that, or whatever. You say got them deals popping and they're branded. Yep, just exactly. Yep. I'll talk about that, but I gotta go through all the footage. And again, this is YouTube. People be stealing, so there's a lot of stuff that I gotta make sure it's protected. But let me go back to the footage. Okay, I gotta stop that. Let me share it again. Okay, I'm getting the groove. We got again this poor gentleman here, Rodney King, who was beat. He was beat by LAPD, by 4 LAPD officers, and those officers ended up getting pretty much, what would you say, acquitted or found not guilty.
Yep.
For the charges that they had on him. I mean, for the charges that they had against him, what it is that he, what he went through. So Rodney King, I wish y'all could hear it, but he was really emotional here, and he really was. He's just saying like it wasn't right. It was a security guard that got shot on the ground. He was just saying how not right it was. Okay, so this is back to, I think this is Florence and Crenshaw. I mean, Florence and Normandy. No, this isn't Florence and Normandy. But yeah, this was going on right at the few days after. So the LA burned for about, I don't know. It seemed to me like forever, but it was about 3 or 4 days. So this happened around May of 92, like the first week of May, because I believe it was like the 29th, the 30th, and the 31st. It was just like burning. All you smelled was smoke. This seemed like a third world country.
You must have been pretty young then.
Oh yeah. I was what, about 7th grade.
Yeah.
I was in the 7th grade. In fact, where's my yearbook? Just so people know, I don't be capping. This is my yearbook for junior high.
Mm-hmm.
What does this say? Wright Junior 92.
Yep.
This was my school.
Wow.
And yeah, I was in the 7th grade. Oh, I think I'm very prominent in the. Oh yeah, the 7th grade. I was 7th grade. Hold on. Yeah, I think I was. Let me not put. I don't want people knowing my government name, right? People know it anyway, but I'm not gonna just voluntarily give it to them so they can look up my school records like a goofy. But no, this is where I was at. Every day I would have to go to school, and this was our school life right here. This was school. This was the school. I went to a pretty mixed school. It was pretty much everyone there. Black, white, Hispanic.
Awesome. Yep.
There was everyone there. So across town is where I was bussed into that school. So I would go there every day. And these were the only times that I missed school was because of the riots.
Really?
Only time I missed school. Oh man, my guy Brandon, rest in peace. He just passed away. My guy Brandon, R.I.P. to Brandon. He just passed away. Oh man, this is sad. You start looking at stuff, you're like, oh.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was the only time I went to school. I mean, only time I missed school at the time was because of the freaking riots.
Yep. Now I'm going to feel really old. I was 21.
Oh yeah, you were way out of school.
Yeah. I was working.
You was okay. I ain't mad at you. 21. I was like 12, 13. I was about 12 years old.
I was out there exploring the world.
That's what's up. But you were just getting started.
In the big city, yeah. I was working in the city in Melbourne.
Okay.
Yeah.
So at the time you were 21, what did you hear from
We heard,
that side of the pond or that
yeah,
side of
we
the
heard,
world?
yeah, this was big news. This was big news, and you know, it got everyone's attention. Everyone was talking about it. You know, we, a lot of things that happen in America, they make it over here. Like we probably get more news from America, what goes on in America, than the other way around. You know,
Yeah, yeah,
what goes on over here. I mean, not a lot goes on over here anyway, but yeah, the
yeah.
big stuff. Yeah, it makes it over here, and it makes it like our current affairs over here. You know, our 60 Minutes programs and stuff like that. They're really good. They're very thorough. The investigative journalism over here is outstanding. So anytime there is something covered, it's done. It's done very well. It's very
Nice.
thorough.
Nice. Yeah, they this, and you're right. In regards to things that go on in Australia and how it translates
Mm-hmm.
or how it gets disseminated out here, we really don't hear too much about what goes on in Australia, especially with like things within politics or just things with like, you know, within the Aborigine community. Or I heard you go over to Australia, they don't really even talk about the Aborigines like that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, it's funny. So American news, world news is big over here because of where we are, right? We're away from everything, but within our own country, you know, state to state. So I lived interstate for 6 years, and I was like, how come I'm not getting any Melbourne news? Like I was in Sydney, I'm like, what's going on here?
Mm-hmm.
And they only really show you what's going on in the state that you live in. So it's really strange.
Oh man.
It's really odd. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the same thing here. It's like you could be in another county and you won't hear too much about what's going on. I'm looking at the news right now. The biggest thing is they're talking about, I don't know if you guys heard it, about the American Idol producer and her husband unalived.
I haven't watched any news.
Okay. Yeah, see, that's the biggest news they talk about now. They talk about things that, I mean, because of course, Los Angeles, it's a major hub, but yeah, we won't hear a whole lot that goes on up north or you know, the south part of LA. You really don't hear too much, so it's a containment. That's what it is, a containment of news. But the way social media is now, you know, news will get out. News will get out quick.
Yeah.
This was at the epicenter when everything started. This is right on Florence and Normandy. You see on cars, it's crazy. The gas prices, it was $1 something. I wish gas was $1 something right now.
Oh my God,
Man.
yeah.
Yeah, those are the gas prices. I used to live like this is way after. This was probably, what was this? 92, 02. Probably 12 years later, I used to live like literally about 50 feet away from that gas station. I was there for a couple of years. So yeah, let me just wrap this up a bit, because this was actually sad, and where I wanted to say, and actually where I wanted to pause at in relation to what you were saying about you hearing it over there in Australia, and it was big news.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I was actually here when it happened, and I know the news may have, you know, said some things in regards to like how it started, who really started it, etc. It did start right there where it says Florence and Normandy. That's why I paused it. We're right there. It was not too far from there. I know my stepbrother, he was in that area, and I think he was from that gang over there. It was like an A-Tray hood, and he was telling me he remember it didn't really start because of the protests of them protesting Rodney King. there was a domestic violence situation that happened over there, and then I think LAPD got involved, and everyone started to come out, and they caused like a scene or whatever. Then it was like a bunch of people were over at the intersection of Florence to Normandy as well. It was weird, but he basically was saying like it didn't start out like a bunch of people coming out to protest and to, you know, cause ruckus, because the footage that I don't own is the footage where they drug Reginald Denny out in the middle of Florence to Normandy and hit him in the head with a brick, and, you know, beat him really, really bad. I don't know if you saw that.
I can't remember. It's a long time ago now.
Yeah, but that was a very infamous piece of footage that was out there where they drug a man out of a truck, a white man out of a truck. Now, supposedly somebody was like, he was saying all kind of racial epithets or whatever. That's why they did that to him. But I was like, how stupid are you? You have a big truck. You could have ran some people over. I mean, not to be like that, but I'm just like,
yeah.
I don't know. It was really weird. But that whole scene was, and LAPD was told to back down. I was told LAPD, and you probably saw on the wall, it had F. Gates. That was Daryl Gates was the chief of police for LAPD at the time. No, not Reginald Thomas. It was Reginald Denny, Martha. His name was Reginald Denny. Yeah, he got hit. And the police, because there was no police presence, they were told to back down. It's like they wanted this to happen.
Okay. Yep.
That's kind of why I'm going at it. It's like, yeah, they kind of wanted this to happen. Number one, the first black mayor of LA was mayor at the time, and he was pretty much getting ready to step down. No, it's Reginald Denny. His name was Reginald Denny. So Tom Bradley was the mayor, and he was getting ready to not step down. It was pretty much he was done as mayor. And this put a black eye on his legacy when it comes to him being mayor and all the accomplishments that he had done. And he was at odds with Daryl Gates, who was the chief of police at the time. I don't think they were like, they respected each other, but they probably didn't like each other. Daryl Gates was a straight up like racist.
Wow.
This is what LAPD, this was their hiring practices in the 40s and 50s.
Okay.
They would go get men from the South, and they would give them a bus or a train ticket to have them come to LA. They had to be over 6 feet tall. They were not hiring anyone if you were from the South. You were not being hired if you were like 5'10", 5'9". You had to be 6 foot tall. And I think that was Chief Parker at first. It went from Chief Parker to Daryl Gates, and Parker was a piece of work as well. But the LAPD were basically, they had a certain type that they wanted to present, and they wanted people from the South, because another thing people don't know is that the LAPD, they were really here to fight the mafia. You ever notice, do you have certain cities that were mafia strongholds? Of course, New York, of course, Pennsylvania, I'm sorry, not Pennsylvania, Philadelphia, places like Newark, New Jersey, Trenton, New Jersey. You had a lot of you just had mafia all along there, even Chicago. My granddad's cousin, he was from Chicago, and he drove for Al Capone. Wow. Al Capone would hire like black drivers, right? And then the fool, he unalived somebody and did like a bunch of time in prison, and then he came to LA. So LA though, there was no mafia stronghold here like how it was in other cities, because LAPD basically was like here to stave off the mafia. Now the mafia still did have enclaves. There was an enclave in Compton. In fact, I have an interview. As I say, all this footage I got. I have an interview where I interviewed an ex Compton Police Department officer, and he was telling us a story about Compton Police Department's like de facto headquarters was a place called Vito's in Compton, and it was owned by this Italian guy. He was mafia.
Yeah.
And he actually, Vito, the owner, because when Compton elected their first black mayor, and this police association, it can't be political, but the police association did not like this Compton mayor. His name was Douglas Dollarhide. They were like, the people loved him. Compton was becoming more black. At first, Compton was majority white, then it became 50-50, then it became majority black.
Yep.
Overnight. So
overnight.
Yeah, like pretty much over. And that's a whole nother story about how it became black overnight. Is because there was a thing called block busting. They would get a homeowner who was interested in selling his home.
Yeah.
And real estate agents would grab that house and they'll present it to a black family because the racial covenants, they were no longer legal. Mm-hmm. In the United States, the Supreme Court passed, or they struck down the racial covenant laws. Those racial covenant laws were deemed illegal. So they were like, yeah, you can't have it to where a house is not, you can't rent it to blacks. You can't rent it to Jews, or you can't do that. So real estate agents took advantage at the time, and they would get a house or get a homeowner. Okay, you want to sell your house? There's new developments over here in Lakewood. This house, okay, yeah, they would sell it. They put it on the market. They bring in a black family. They're bringing a bunch of black families. Yep. And the black family now, a lot of these black families were working at the Naval Yard because Compton was very close to a port, Long Beach, the port of Long Beach, the port of San Pedro. So you had a lot of black families. These were World War II veterans. And they just wanted a regular life. And they received federal money, I believe, for housing, so they can go get a house at Compton. And overnight, this is how it became black overnight. One house would be sold to a black family. It's a bunch of white people. They're looking like, they're coming. Because Watts, and mind you, there was a riot in Watts in 65. So the late 60s, early 70s, this is the time that I'm talking about. Dollarhide was elected in 1971, I believe. So around that time, Compton was becoming more and more black because of this. Watts, people were living in Watts. Watts is not too far from Compton. And you would live in an apartment or projects in Watts. You have a family, you want to get a home. A real estate agent would sell it to a black family. All the whites in the area would be like, and that real estate agent would go over to those and say, you see, they're coming here. Take my card. They're coming. You may want to look at moving right now. And boom, overnight, west side of Compton became black. And she said Marilyn Monroe was from Compton. Oh, that makes sense. There's a picture of Marilyn Monroe. Let me pull that up. There's a picture of Marilyn Monroe hanging on Central Avenue with some brothers, with some pimps. That's what it looked like to me. I'll just say that. Yeah. She said, I gotta look that up. Marilyn Monroe is from Compton. I didn't know that. Let me see. Central Ave.
Don't you love finding out what you don't know? I love it all the time. I love it.
Yeah. And Maryland, there was a lot of people from Compton. People don't know that what is his name? Kevin Costner, he's from Compton.
Really?
Yeah. He grew up in which projects? Well, they were not like projects like how you think. These were like, Army and Navy people. They would have housing. What housing was Kevin? Was it the Palmer? No, I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, no, there's a lot of prominent people that come from Compton that people don't know. I said George Bush, he was from Compton.
Interesting. How what's the population there?
What are we talking about? I don't know.
You don't know.
The
Okay.
population for Compton is probably maybe 60,000. Hold on one second. Let me look this up. It's easy. Now we got the internet. We can just look it up.
That's right.
Population for Compton. Give me 1 second. Yeah. So right now they're saying the population. Oh, it's about 90,000. It's almost 100,000 people in Compton. That's a lot of people.
Yeah.
And I think it's about 71% Latino right now.
Wow. It's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me remove you. And then let me show something else real quick. I know you said be careful with the let me remove you from the studio.
Yeah, with
Be careful with sharing the whole screen. Yeah.
Yeah, you never know what you've got open. So.
Yep, exactly. Okay. Yeah, her saying that Marilyn Monroe is from Compton, that's interesting. I just was like, wow. A lot of people don't know. I'm like, that was Marilyn Monroe at a jazz club. The quality of that picture isn't that great, but you should, the picture, the face on him.
Mm-hmm.
You say Kevin was born in Linwood? Yeah, I think so. And yeah, he was raised in which part of Compton? He was raised in a certain part of Compton, though. That's all I know. It's not too far from my school, Compton High School.
Howdy, hi, and hey, K Pope. Welcome.
All right, K Pope. Appreciate you. He said Marilyn used to go to school out in Westwood. Yeah. Funny thing about Marilyn Monroe, you know the whole thing of her supposedly ooey side. I don't think that was the situation because her happy birthday, Mr. President, that right there.
Yep.
That put her on the list.
Sure did.
Yeah. But okay. Oh, I've already been on an hour. Okay, great. All right. I haven't been back on the StreamYards in a minute. I'm about to wrap this up in a minute. Look, this guy, he's like, old girl was in. She was the first for the streets. She was the first one for the streets. Marilyn Monroe lived in Compton, Van Nuys, and Hawthorne, but was raised in L.A. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think she did either. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I think right now, the title, what we're talking about is the riots, and of course, I was going to take it a whole different direction, but due to technical difficulties, I didn't. But I do plan on putting together this riot project just to talk about what happened, because look, when the riots jumped off in 92, I think there was no area code called 323 or 424. Everything was 213. That's why Snoop, that's why Warren G, that's why Nate Dogg had the group called 213.
Right.
Because that was the entire area code for LA. Long Beach. There was no differentiations of the way the area codes are set up now. There was one big area code. It was 213. And after the riots, they did something called digital redlining. So all the places that you saw that were burning, and this is why I said they probably knew this was all happening, or they wanted all this to happen. All the places that were burned, South Central LA, South LA, all that, they designated that to be the area code 323. And downtown, which really didn't get too affected by the riots because there was not a lot of commerce down there like that. Downtown LA wasn't the downtown LA it is now. Like downtown LA looked like The Walking Dead. Like it looked like something out of a dang on dystopian movie. You had a bunch of bums. You had a bunch of bums, homeless people, crackheads sleeping in the movie theater because you could get in a movie for like $1. The Cameo Theater. Yeah, there was a movie theater called the Cameo Theater. You get in there for $1 and you could just go to sleep and it would just be man, that place used to stink. Oh man. No offense to the homeless, but that place used to stink. And I went to the one theater, and when I was little, scared the crap out of me. You know, I was like, I didn't put my feet down on the ground for a reason. One time I put my foot down on the ground and there was a rat pulling on my shoe. I was like, oh man, we got to get up out of here. I was like, I'll watch Back to the Future on VHS. But downtown wasn't downtown like it is now, and that area just became 213. The downtown area is still just 213. Everything outside of it was 323, and then you had Long Beach, which became 562, and then you had the Valley. They turned that into 714. They basically broke up LA and they cut it up digitally with the phone numbers. So think about it. If you had a business and it was 213 one time, and regardless to where you're at, 213 people knew, oh, that's Los Angeles. You would pretty much, it would be favorable. It's almost like people that come out here and they will get a P.O. box in Beverly Hills just because they just want their address to say Beverly Hills.
So sorry, you lost me a little bit because I'm an Aussie.
Okay.
you were talking phone codes, not postcodes. You were talking phone codes, yeah.
Phone codes.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Not the postal. See, that's another way that they could discriminate as well. But the phone codes were, like I said, imagine if you're a producer, you're a wannabe producer, you come out to Los Angeles, you want to use a Beverly Hills P.O. box because you can say, oh, I work out of Beverly Hills, right?
Yep.
Even though Beverly Hills is not, come on now, people, Beverly Hills is, no offense, but Beverly Hills is whatever. 213 was the area code. So if you were anywhere around the world, oh, my area code is 213. Oh, you're in Los Angeles. Oh, you're out there with the movie star. So it would be looked upon a certain way because your area code is 213.
Yep.
So 213 basically became the small shrunken area of downtown LA. 323 was the burn area where the riots really burned.
Yep.
So banks and businesses and people that are in finance, they know, 323, we're not giving them no loans, or we're not. So a lot of businesses in the 323 area code suffered. A lot of businesses that were 323 suffered because banks knew, that's 323. That's like it's almost like Sanford and Son. It's like if you have a business, Beverly Hills, or you have Sanford and Son, 213 was still Beverly Hills considered. But I think anything West Side became 310. So anything outside of the burn area, 323, you were 310, and that was still safe. So they had a whole game, red zoning basically. They had a whole game on how to affect different businesses. They were running a digital redlining right after the right after that. Okay, okay, good. I was just about to say, because I'm gonna wrap this up right now. I'm sorry I was a little late. Auntie Leah has the interview with
Travis Jeffries,
Mr. Travis again. So we're gonna go over there as well, y'all. Martha, Beverly Hills, if you're south of Wilshire, you're poor, basically. You like regular. But anyway, I'll go deeper into that topic when once I put it all together. But yeah, Crocodile Dundee said he was like that's not a riot. This is a riot.
That's it.
Anything else you want to say? Anything you want to share?
No, but thanks for dropping the link. Thanks for having me up, and thanks for the education.
Yeah, anytime. And yeah, like I said, I'm gonna start doing at least one of these once a week. And anybody wants to jump up, anybody wants to come on, you can. Feel free. I'll have a topic. A lot of times the topics are gonna be kind of in relation to hip hop. But what I may do with this channel, since the other Set in the West should be up soon, what I may do is and tell me what you think about this. Have you been to LA, Nick? You ever been to LA?
I've been to a few places around the world, but I haven't made it to America yet.
Okay, all right. So what I'm planning to do with this channel is almost like a tour guide. So let's say if you want to visit LA, or if you want to live in LA, I'm going to set it up to where, I'm going to have certain places where it's like, because I know LA like the back of my hand. What the fuck is it? So I know LA like the back of my hand, right? So if you ever wanted to come to LA and you want to stay out of certain areas, it's kind of crazy. I'm gonna have this on this channel, like, you really don't want to go right here because of X, Y, and Z. You probably want to stay away from this area because of whoop whoop, because in LA is changing, so there's good things. And so I'm gonna actually just turn this into that type of content. You come to LA, you want to visit, where to go eat, where to go, all that good stuff. I'm actually gonna just turn this channel into this. So Set in the West definitely should be back. We'll be back, and I'll do all my regular content over there, but this will be designated for that that type of content.
That's great, and I'm glad to hear that. It sounds hopeful that the other channel's coming back. So
yeah. All they're doing is just it's just all it's a lot of people that it has happened to where they're what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to say the shadow, but you know what I'm saying. Censorship. Yeah. The censorship. The censorship is still real, but they can't stop the real ones. What's up, Kat? All right, Yvonne and Empress, my Keisha, appreciate y'all. Myrna, of course, appreciate you. Let me do the shout outs real quick. Bethany, always in the building. The Jaguar Right Effect. Yep. I'll probably do another live later this week, maybe next week. We'll figure it out. And I think after Auntie Leah, we're supposed to be doing something. Where are they now? Me and Jag, I think we're doing the Where Are They Now? I think that's where we're going.
I love it.
But
Where are they now?
Yeah, appreciate you coming up. We are up out of here.
Yep, let's head over to Auntie Leah's and
indeed.
Yep, catch up with a second interview with Travis Jeffries.
Yep.
He's awesome, and Auntie Leah's platform's working, 100% now. So let's go.
Okay.
Thanks, Odell.
We're over there, y'all. Y'all go to Auntie Leah. It's Kicking It with Auntie Leah. Y'all click her link right there, and let's get on over there.
Alrighty.
All right, y'all. Peace. All right, y'all. We out of here. I had crazy visions.
Wolfgang, where you at, man?